Hello and welcome. You're tuning to Market Fatafat with me, Ankita Saxena, and with me, as always, is Snehi Shah. And this is the show where we take you through all the stocks that are in focus today, either on the back of news flow or on the back of technical charts. But first up, let's take a look at how the markets are panning out as of now. Snehi, a good start for the markets. We did see to give up those gains. We saw the decline coming in the last one hour, but we've managed to recover from there.
Absolutely, it's looking pretty good right now for the market, at least where they are. We've reached as high as 24,350 on an intraday basis today, so massive rally coming in. We're 0.6% from the day's highest point today, but nonetheless we have managed to hold on above 24,200 for now. At least it looks like it's going to manage to sustain on those levels. Sensex also 1.1% higher, but nonetheless very close to that 80,000 mark, but nonetheless below it right now. So let's see if it's able to scale those levels. But even if you take a look at what the broader markets are doing, then you have Nifty and you have mid-cap and small-cap indices. So good support coming in from there as well. Almost 2% higher is where the mid-cap index is. You also have a 2% gain coming in on the small-cap indices. So outperforming the broader markets today are your broader markets. If you take a look at some of the biggest sectoral gainers and losers today, in fact, all the sectors are doing pretty well in today's trade, and all of them are in the green. But however, Nifty PSU Bank is your biggest gainer today, a big jump coming in, 4% jump on that front, followed by Realty, Energy, Bank, Auto, FMCG, Metal, Pharma and IT. IT is the least gaining sector, which is a 0.3% uptick coming in, but nonetheless it's looking good for all the sectors. All of them are firmly in the green right now. So overall, to round it up, it's a good day for the markets. At least that's what it's looking like right now.
All right, that's what the market is looking like right now. But let's get started with all the stocks that are in focus today. For that, we have Laxmikant Shukla, technical analyst of institutional research. Yes, Securities India on the technicals, and from our research team, we are joined by Ansh. Hi, good afternoon to both of you, and thank you so much for joining us. Let's get started then with all the stocks that are in focus today. Let's take the tractor pack. There is a note coming in from HSBC on M&M and Scott Kubota. They're maintaining a buy rating on M&M with a target price of 3,390 rupees per share. On Escorts, they are maintaining a reduced with a target price of 3,180 rupees. They feel that strong reservoir levels, the El Ninas is settling in, and a low base means strong tractor volume is likely over FY25 to FY27. Also, the regional reservoir levels trend are more aligned with M&M's strong state holds, which is a positive for the company. Also, the sustainable increase in size of tractors is noteworthy, and the long-term penetration story is still incredible. They expect tractors to grow at 5 to 6% CAGR over FY24 to 27. Also, another piece of news coming in on Scott Kubota is that the tractor sales in the festive month is spanning from of course September to November. They are they have grown 8 to 10% this on a year-on-year basis on the back of good monsoon lifting market sentiments. That's the news coming in from the management of Scott Kubota. On the back of that, both M&M and Scott are in focus today.
Okay, so good move coming in for M&M and Escorts. Remember, M&M at one point in the day was as high as 4%. It's declined from those levels. But let's talk about another big winner in today's trade, and that is Central Bank of India. That stock is up almost 7.5% as we speak. Very big jump coming in on that stock because the company on Friday had received approval from the RBI to foray into the insurance business through a joint venture with the Generali Group. Now, this partnership will operate under the Future Generali India Insurance Company and Future Generali India Life Insurance Company Limited. The RBI's approval, conveyed via letter dated 21st of November, is contingent on the bank's continued compliance with the stipulated conditions. Now, the joint venture also requires the nod of the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority in India, which is the IRDAI, which is the sectoral regulator when it comes to the entire insurance space in India. Now, back in October, the Competition Commission of India, which is the CCI, had cleared the Central Bank of India's proposed stake acquisition for stakes in Future Generali India Insurance and Future Generali India Life Insurance. So, Central Bank of India is a scheduled commercial bank, and this is a positive news flow coming in for this bank because now they are going to be foraying into the insurance space as well. On the back of that news flow, stock up more than 7% as we speak.
All right, coming to you, Laxmikant, you have picked out Piramal Enterprises for us. Tell us, what are you seeing on the charts for this one? This has given some really good gains of the last 6 odd months. Last 1 month also, 5.5% gains coming in. Is the momentum likely to continue?
Yes, definitely momentum will likely to continue Pyramid Enterprises as this stock has given symmetrical triangle breakout on the daily chart with the formation of higher tops and higher bottom, and recently it has also surpassed its key moving averages. So I am expecting this upside move will continue toward the levels of 1190 toward the levels of 1230. So that would be the next appropriate level for Pyramid Enterprises Limited, and one can buy at the current level also with the stop loss of 1035, and can expect upside target of 1190 to 1230 zone in this stock.
Okay, so those are the levels to watch out for on Piramal Enterprises, and buy at the current prices, the call coming in from Laxmikant. But Ansh, coming to you now, Nifty Realty, your second biggest gainer in today's trade, and you've picked out a stock belonging to that sector. Mahindra Lifespace is what you've picked out for us. Tell us what the news flow is, and tell us what's got the stock excited today.
Right, so Mahindra Lifespace developers MLDL, the real estate and infrastructure development arm of Mahindra Group, through its subsidiary Mahindra World City Developers, which is MWCDL, has announced the second phase of the industrial park project in Tamil Nadu. Now, this expansion marks a significant step in enhancing the industrial growth in this region. The joint venture agreement was originally signed in 2015, but with Sumitomo Corporation was further strengthened through a supplemental agreement which involves an investment of approx 225 crore. Now, this new phase will focus on the acquisition and development of land and associated infrastructure to establish an advanced industrial ecosystem. Also, if you see on chart, then the stock is advancing for second consecutive session. It is trading with a gain of more than 4%. So this is the reason why the stock is in focus today.
All right, moving on. Laxmikant, you picked out Naukri.com for us. Info Edge is the share that you picked out for us. Good gains coming in for this counter as well. Do you see the positive momentum to continue for this counter?
Yes, this stock has given a rectangular kind of breakout on the daily chart. Even on the weekly chart, it has bounced back by taking support from its 20 DMA. And after the formation of hammer candle, now we are getting follow through buying move in this stock. But overall, I think strength would be continue till it hold up the levels of 7700, and any dip toward the levels of around 8150 to 8200 could give the buying opportunity. And from there, if we get the momentum of the upside, then we can expect the target of 8800 on the upside.
All right, that's Info Edge on the charts. But moving on to another counter that is in focus today, and that is Hero Motor that is in focus. It is coming on the back of the fact that in its partnership with its American partner Zero Motorcycles, it is working on its first mid-sized electric motorbikes. That's the word coming in from Niranjan Gupta, who's the CEO of Hero Motor, who's made this announcement. And on the back of this new partnership and the new launch that's likely to happen, the stock is up and away 2% in trade today.
Okay, so that's a stock that's doing pretty well. Laxmikant, you picked out Wipro for us. Now, the entire IT pack has been a buzz ever since the Q2 numbers came. It was a rather good set of numbers coming in. And even after that, stocks like TCS, Wipro, they've all been buzzing. So tell us, what's the outlook when it comes to Wipro, and would this be your preferred pick from the IT space?
In the face of recent correction, we have seen only IT stock has shown resilience. And if we look at the most of the other IT stock, so we have found that they are now started moving on the higher side. Even Wipro has surpassed its prior month swing high. So I am expecting this ongoing momentum will continue in Wipro. One can buy at the current level around the zone of 575 to 570. Overall, buying momentum will continue till it hold above the levels of 560. So that would be the firm support area, and one can keep the stop loss of around 560 and can expect upside momentum toward the levels of 620. So that would be the target of Wipro.
All right, 620 is the target for Wipro. But with that, it's time for a quick breather. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more stocks on the other side. Stay tuned.
Hi there, welcome back to Market Fatafat. Thanks so much for staying tuned to ET Now. Let's keep it going with all the stocks. And on the technical front, then Laxmikant, you've picked out ICICI Bank for our viewers. Tell us why the stock has made it to your radar. It's been a steady performer. It's not done much, but it's also been moving steadily over the last 6 months. The stock is up roughly 18-20%. Tell us what lies ahead for the stock and what levels are you spotting?
Has seen a consistent decline, but after approaching near its 100 DMA, it has formed a doji kind of pattern, and from there it has consistently forming higher tops and higher bottom. Today it has jumped around 1.9% of gain, and I'm expecting that this upside momentum will continue in ICICI Bank toward the levels of 1420. For that, it need to surpass its previous swing high of 1335. Once it conquer this level, then this momentum will continue toward the levels of 1420. My view will be positive till it hold above the levels of 1000 to 240 on the downside.
Okay, so those are the levels to watch out for on ICICI Bank. But let's also talk about another high flyer in today's trade, and that is REITs. Now, shares of REITs have surged close to 13% in opening trades. So, big gap up opening coming in for this particular counter, but has lost all of those gains. Nonetheless, but still up 6.5% as we speak. Now, this is after announcing that the company has secured a major order for railway electrification work from Northeast Frontier Railway. The order value now stands at 531.7 crore, and the original cost of this project earlier was 288.4 crore. So the size of the order has gone up now, which is a positive news flow coming in for REITs, because they are the ones that will be executing this order. And the major order for electrification, this is from the Lumding Badarpur section that was received by the company in June of 2021, and earlier, like I mentioned, it was priced at 288.4 crore, which is now revised upwards. So a big jump coming in the size of the order that they had earlier bagged, and on the back of this news flow, the stock is up more than 6.5% as we speak.
All right, moving on then to the next counter, which is Prestige that you have picked out for us, Laxmikant. Tell us on the charts, what do you see for this counter? In fact, this counter is up like the entire realty pack is doing pretty well. This is up almost 4%. Last 1 month, this one has been in a consolidation mode. Tell us from here on, where do you see this counter going?
If this stock has given a falling trend line breakout on the daily chart, and even at the correction tenure, it has seen a pullback move after taking support from its 200 DMA. If I look at the indicator and oscillator, basically MACD and RSI, so they are trending higher. Even MACD has given bullish crossover on the daily chart. Even on the weekly chart, we could expect that this momentum will continue. So expecting upside move toward the levels of 1830 with the stop loss of 1620 on the downside.
Okay, so that's the M&M was in focus, but I believe there's also another positive note coming in for M&M. So take our viewers through that as well.
That's right, and also the stock was up by more than 4% in the morning actually, but due to market pressure it has corrected a bit, but still it is holding on to that gains of more than 1%. And like you mentioned, Jefferies has actually come up with a brokerage note, and they have maintained the buy rating on the stock with a target price of 3,700. Currently the stock is trading around 3,050 rupees, so more 20% on upside here. Now, Jefferies believe that company is a better investment case as compared to Maruti, and the company enjoys stronger industry demand tailwinds as well. Also, the company is gaining market share across tractors, SUVs and LCVs, while the other company like Maruti is slipping in PVs. Also, the company has demonstrated better margin sustainability, and they also believe that company should deliver higher 19% EPS CAGR over FY24 to FY27. Also, if you see on chart, then the stock has actually touched its 1 month high level, and it is trading above its key DMA levels as well. So for those reasons, the stock is in focus today.
All right, that's M&M in focus today on the back of note by Jefferies and HSBC coming in on M&M. But coming to you, Laxmikant, you have picked out Tata Steel for us. Now, Tata Steel hasn't done much in the last 6 months. In fact, it has been in a long consolidation mode. From here on, do you see a recovery coming in on Tata Steel?
After 7 to 8 days of decline, this stock has formed small bullish candle near its 100 DMA. So I am expecting that this pullback move will continue toward the levels of 155 to 157. Even if we look at the RSI, so RSI also gaining strength on the upside. So expecting a bullish breakout above its 9 EMA with the bullish crossover and stochastic. So overall indicator and oscillator is showing strength from the current level. So till it hold up the levels of 138, we could expect this pullback move continue toward the levels of 155 to 157 zone.
Okay, so those are the levels to watch out for on Tata Steel, 155 to 57 on the upside. But before we
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.